Hello. Welcome back, everybody. How are you doing? We hope you had an amazing weekend. We're back. This is LABRISH Live. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows from a Black perspective. And at the moment, we're talking about Love Island season 11 episode, a little bit of episode 5, and a lot of episode 7 today. And for those that don't know, I'm all things Sugar and Shade Sade, and I'm here with...
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
Yes. And guys, make sure you book that like button on entry, please. Those that are in the chat already, I hope you've done it already. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to get that in. And also, Nana, what can people do if they want to get to know us a little bit better? What can they do?
Guys, you know what you need to do. If you go onto our homepage, you will see next to the subscribe button, which you should have already pressed, is join. You need to join our YouTube membership. We give you a free video every week. It's a great one. It's an insight or it's a news or nonsense from our main show. And we will be doing membership lives as well. So we will be chatting with you guys and you can suggest content for us to make as well. But also, it's a really good way to support our channel. And it only costs $1.99. What is it, Sade? How much does it cost?
It's $1.99, folks. Seriously, cheaper than a large portion of chips.
I think so. It probably
might be. It might error anyway.
A few of you already signed up, and you can see like their names are kind of like highlighted, and they have a little round ball next to them as well. So Proverbs is one of them. Sonia Barley. Dio is in there. He signed up. So more of you guys, please sign up as well. It means so much to us. It keeps the channel going and we can produce more content as well.
Yes, exactly. Help us help you. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, if you want to see more of our faces. Who's in the chat today? Who's saying hi?
You know what? I was thinking of Shantae May the other day, and she is back in the chat, just like I haven't seen Shantae in a little while. Life of Budge, as always. I know he's going to be causing trouble. Gilda as well is in the chat. Sarah Reed, online. Judy B, Joyla Wow. I think that is everybody. Yes, I'm scrolling now. Wow, you guys have been chatting. Jada and Aaliyah as well. Hello, and Yvonne. Hi, guys.
Yes, Kamisha too at the bottom there. Kiki, quite a few people. Hi, Instagram as well. Hope you guys are good. Instagram and X watchers, make sure you pop over to our YouTube as well and book the like button too for us. Do you know what I mean? That'll be much appreciated for sure. Okay, so it's Monday, so we are gonna chat a little bit about episode 5 that happened on Friday, kind of thing, and then go into episode 7. So the main bits and recap, and Nana, just stop me where you want, so we can talk a little bit about the things. So we had Sean making a move on Harriet. Remember that? Joey making Kieran confess that he likes Nicole more than he likes Harriet. Maybe we'll start here.
Her face. Joey's a plant, isn't it?
He absolutely is. Absolutely. There's no denying it now. Do you know what I mean? There absolutely is no denying it. He was just like, right, we need some drama. The producers hyped him up.
It's the best though. Kieran is fodder for this type of shit, because how do you not just pull her to one side? It's the common sense thing is to be like, actually, you know what, Harriet, let's go and talk. Or Joey, can I have a private moment? Not answer the questions and then be like, is that it? Like, what the hell?
He was summoned like a little boy and he acted like one. Like, it was just like, what the hell? Like Joey was rude for doing it. Do you know what I mean? Because it was like, it almost seemed like, oh, he cared about Harriet and stuff. And then it was just like, no, this is entertainment to you, Joey. This is really it. Yeah. Really bad.
It was the worst. Sistrin says Harriet's face is showing all of her 42 years.
That's a liberty, because you're putting her in our age bracket. So what are you trying to say?
It's the truth, though. The chick is. Oh, can we talk about Harriet's crying and talking?
What, her ugly cry?
It's very phenomenal that she is able to like cry and still convey her points without any like hiccuping, stuttering. Like just she can talk through her crying. Is she really crying?
Honestly, I think that she is, but she's crying for herself. She's crying for her ego. Do you know what I mean? She is but I honestly think there are let me not blanket, but I feel like there's schools for other cultures where they learn this skill, particularly females. That they are able to just cry on command. Do you know what I mean? To get the attention, to get the focus on them. I think it is phenomenal. It is. It really is.
She was really bawling in people's faces and still talking. I was like, dude, I've never seen this. She's asking what's happening with Harriet's hair, please.
Bro, like I did have a note about that because it looks like an absolute mess. I think that her what do you call it, her weave or her extensions or whatever, they're messed up, so she's kind of crimped it and it's just gone haywire, but it looks like cheap weave to me. I'm not gonna lie, it does.
Maybe it's not proper human hair.
Yeah,
I don't know, but hopefully what should we be seeing this week? They should have had their retouching because she wants her hair redone. Definitely, it's going crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Sistren.
What did Sistren say?
She said, "No shade, Auntie Sade, because you hitting that mid-30s bracket. I take it all day long, all day, every day, even lower it."
Yvonne says, for someone who doesn't care, Harriet is crying so many fake tears.
Yeah,
her ego was hurt in this.
Yeah.
And would it not be like somebody basically to your face was just like, yeah, no, I'm feeling the other girl?
I would be. I don't know. I'll be hurt. Yeah, I would be hurt. Yeah, I don't like cry because I think my immediate emotion is always anger. Do you know what I mean? So maybe if they're angry tears, but I don't know. I don't know about cry. About that, I would be I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, what are you talking about? Then also maybe I would say, Joey, give us a minute. Do you know what I mean? I would push Joey away so we can have a conversation, because how dare you even embarrass me in front of this guy anyway?
For reals, yes.
Yeah,
that is fair if she was taking control of the situation.
Yeah.
All right. You go into the next part, that we can go into that a little bit further.
So then we have Patsy hyping up Harriet. And Harriet gets up and confronts Kieran, which ultimately turns into an anticlimax because she's just like, I don't want to talk to you anyway. Like, okay, cool. But what do you think about Patsy hyping up? Do you think she hyped up Harriet because she was like, he's not going to get away with this, Like, do you think he did that? Or
she did? I think Harriet would never have confronted him without. Who else was it? It wasn't just Patsy though. Who else was there? Patsy and someone else.
It was Patsy, and I think it was Patsy and Mimi first of all, but that Patsy was the main one. Or Uma. No, it was Patsy and Uma. That's what it was. Yeah. But Patsy was the most vocal one. Uma kind of was just dipping out. She was like,
it was Uma. Yeah, no, it wasn't just yet. Yeah, I think Patsy did send her out there for entertainment as well.
Yeah.
Similarly, like Joey, like actually they're playing Harriet. Yeah, Harriet's getting played a lot. Yeah, she got sent out there. Definitely Patsy. Yeah, Patsy's a shit stirrer. And
I think so.
I do actually think Jess has a point. I think that isn't being a friend. I don't know though. Would I hype someone?
You think? So yeah, that was the thing. So like Kieran did try to get upset with Joey, by the way, but that didn't work out. But yeah, Sam and Jess had a word with Harriet and basically thought that Patsy was doing too much in hyping up Harriet. And then Jess and Patsy have a few words and it gets a bit frosty. First of all, Jess and Patsy are the same person. When they was arguing, I was just like, who the fuck is who? But then I saw the brown skin on Patsy and I was just like, okay, cool. I know how to spot you.
That is literally the difference, isn't it? It's just Patsy is way more tanned. And I don't even think it's real tan. I feel like it's fake tan on top of tanning. But that's it. That's literally the difference. And looks a bit more leathery as well.
Okay.
Which does. Just looks a little bit more older than her. Like
seriously. I just don't know. I think both can be true. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. It's just like, I think it's a very equal argument because on one hand, yes, be classy. Do you know what I mean? Don't rise to the bait and that sort of thing. But on the other hand, he is a 21-year-old fool and he's just embarrassed you on national television. I'm naturally going to want to give him a piece of my mind because what the hell? Do you know what I mean? And I feel like, so I feel like both are equal. Both are equal. But just kind of depends what kind of person you are. And Harriet is the give the piece of her mind person. That's who she is.
Yeah. No, she did. She tried.
Mm.
And it wasn't great either. You know, when it just falls, this is the thing. It's like you said nothing. All you did was cry in his face. It was humiliating.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I back what Jess was saying. It's like, no, you weren't. She ain't Anna. Like, you know, it's like, you know, Anna is going to give something. Like, Harriet ain't that. Is she even good with words? She was already teary and angry. Like, maybe tomorrow you go in. I don't know, but it just felt like you were setting up to be a fool. So can you really be a friend at this moment?
But maybe Patsy thought she had more in her. Do you know what I mean? As well, because she was giving it she was getting Larry before. Do you know what I mean? So like, maybe it was that. Like Harriet's quite commanding. Do you know what I mean? She loves to tell people, come here, like, and all that kind of stuff. She's got a lot of that in her. So maybe she misjudged. Also, as well, it's Patsy that thinks she's Anna. Because remember,
yes, it's true.
Remember, Anna was the one backing Amber. Patsy was like, I'll back you. Are you going to fight? Like, what is happening?
I'll back you on this one. Like, really? What are you going to say? Yeah. And also, where was Patsy when it came to way back?
Right. It's absolutely ridiculous. She left her high and dry, just like what's it called? That girl in the Ultimatum. I can't remember.
You know who's also out of order in that moment? Nicole.
Nicole, what?
Over, Nicole was like, "Oh, they're coming. Okay, bye." And
I
was like,
she
no.
did. She did. And also, I think, like, as well, the Nicole, when Harriet was crying, she came into the room like to kind of see what everything was about, and then she was just like, why am I getting shouted at? Because the guy that you're in a triangle with chose you. That's why. Like, shut up, man.
Like, why are you there?
Exactly.
Right. You don't care. Just go and sit next to him. But yes, Kieran should be watching Nicole essing out on him. Like, that also wasn't okay.
Yeah. Bree talks is right. Yeah,
Nicole
was way too happy
to see Harriet crying, but then acted like a victim. I know they're the same though, innit? But actually, the load of them are a problem.
They really are. Yeah, and then we had the recoupling. So obviously the Uma got to pick first. She picked AYO. She did. Sam is instantly relieved. Obviously, Mimi's super upset and everything like that. Everyone's like, what the hell? But she, you know, AYO looked upset. He looked upset. He looked like, shit, what have I done? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, is this happening kind of thing? He looked sad. He couldn't look her in the eye, nor could Uma either. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was a bit sad at that point in time. Ronnie picked Jess. But, you know, he made the worst speech maybe in Love Island history ever. You know what? We're getting on, but I'm really open to anything else. And my eyes are very open. What? I
was literally like, he basically said, I'm picking Jess, but everybody here needs to know I am open to chat to you, especially one person. That was his speech.
Yeah.
What type of fuckery was that?
It's so fuckery. And he was just like, yeah, I'm not good with words. Bro, you can do better than that. Do you know what I mean? And actually, to be fair, you didn't have to say anything. Like, who do you think you are, Toby? Like, seriously, just no. You don't have to say any of that. You really didn't. Jess was rightly raging. She was absolutely raging. And you would be, because it's so embarrassing. And mind you, you've gone second. So you have to wait for everybody else to even have a proper conversation. You're sitting next to this fool. Like, nah, not a good look. Joey picked Sam and basically said, yeah, we have the best connection in the villa right now.
And he needed to add on the right now part. Why Sam didn't think to pick up on that part is because she's delusional. But I was like, that is fuckeries as well. Fuckery's number 2 to Ron's, but it was still out of order.
It was out of order. Yeah. I think because Ronnie was so bad, it was almost, Joey's bit was almost missed. But like, bro, come on. It was a lot. What's his name? Kieran picked Nicole. Obviously, he's happy. Nicole is an absolute smile. She's giddy, all that good stuff. Sean picked Harriet. No surprises there. And Manveer picked Patsy. Where he kind of, I don't even know, I guess he kind of had to. And then Mimi is left single.
That was horrible.
That was really horrible. She's just standing there by herself. Like, I was just like, what the hell is going on? It reminded me of when Dami picked Summer over India when they came back from Casa and she was standing there by herself. I swear she was standing there by herself, wasn't she?
Oh, no,
or did she bring back someone as well?
Somebody. India brought somebody back as well.
Did she? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because she met best heartmaker win. But I remember India standing by herself one time, and it really reminded me of Mimi. Mimi standing there left single, or so you think anyway. So she gets a text. And, you know, people, I don't know if they knew at that point in time, but it might have been a text to send her home. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the contestants, obviously, we had a good idea that wasn't going to happen because they would have told us. And it turns out she has a date with new bombshell Omar. And she runs off in a cute little way. She even mouths thank you to the cameras.
I'm
very, very cute.
Hers, man. Like, honestly, I love that chick. At that moment was really like, actually, AYO is super gutted. I thought the same thing. I thought he looked upset. And when he sat down and Uma said sorry, that was reflective to me. I was thinking, she's thinking, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have picked him. And he does like Mimi, and I've done dirty to Mimi, and I probably should have picked Sam. I still think she may have been thinking that, but I don't know if AYO, in the fullness of what we've seen, was just playing on the cameras at that moment.
You think?
Yes. I think that's what he was doing now. Yeah, I don't trust him for a second.
I don't know. I don't know if he's even got enough credit with me. Like I don't even know if he's that skilled. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure. But yeah, also, yeah, a few people are correct. Yeah, there's so many moments when the black girls left standing. It's very true. Yeah, you wonder.
Yes, you wonder. Kaz was more who I was thinking of, because remember, it just in All Stars, like there was a moment there.
Like, painful.
Similarly swinging, like hugging herself in a similar way that Mimi was. I hate Mimi's dress though. I hate.
Oh, serious? What?
Hate lame material.
Oh, okay.
In all colors now. In all colors. But I just thought it was like short, awkward, and what was that flap? Yeah, I didn't like her dress. So. Her face looked amazing as always, but yeah, her dress was terrible.
Oh, I didn't mind the dress, but yeah. But yeah, so that was episode 5. There was a lot in there. And yeah, so then we had a little bit of a little sliver of hope for Mimi, basically, which was really nice. I didn't watch what's that show on Saturday called again? I didn't watch that.
Oh, is it a bit on the side still?
Bit on the side or something? Well, that was Big Brother, maybe.
I feel all the reality shows are just mixing into one with this extra show that they do.
Yeah.
Like the extra show.
Extra bits or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I missed that. I usually watch it though, because sometimes you see other bits to people's personalities.
Definitely.
Unseen bits.
Unseen bits. Thank you. Guys, you're the best, because you just give me the raw information. Timmy's Flavors on Instagram says, Ayo's face when she read out that text reminded me of Dami. Laugh out loud. Yeah. And also agrees that the dress was weird.
Yeah, his face did, but that's the thing where I was like, nah, he's playing us. He knows, obviously, he is going to get a close-up. Like, so, yeah, so he had to look kind of sad, but I don't care. I think he was gassed.
Yeah.
Really, really fancies Uma. That is, as he keeps on saying, that is a bit of me. Like,
It's type on paper. Honestly, I think at that point, nah, I can't lie. At that point, I was just like, yeah, he does like Umar, but I think like those days, because they always say like a day in there is like a week. Do you know what I mean? Those days, that the days that he spent with Mimi, like I think it did touch him in a way. But ultimately, I thought he wants the best of both worlds, but he's sad about Mimi, but then he's even sadder because a next guy has come. Do you know what I mean?
and he's good looking. I like Omar. Not only he now is my Ghanaian nephew. Is
he Ghanaian?
Yeah, he's from Ghana.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I've dashed Ayo to the side. I have my nephew that I'm supporting. No coincidence that he has similar hair to Shaq as well. So
oh yeah, no, he doesn't look like Ghanaian to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, look at his head. Now I've said it. Look at his head.
Look at his head.
Yeah, it's so
okay, cool. Is it very Ghanaian?
Like he's got the flat back.
Oh really? Okay. I didn't see that. I just saw like he's a good looking guy. You know, he reminds me of Philly. He looks like Philly to me. They look kind of similar, man. And like he's got like, is his beard patchy or something? Like something's going on with his beard. It's not looking. It's not elite. It's not elite. Glenn Gray. Oh, Glenn. Hi. On Instagram saying Ayo wants both girls, but deep down he wants Umar. Yeah.
He wants her. I have to look at the Philly thing because I really don't find Philly attractive in any way, shape, or form. But I actually think that Omar is very, very good looking.
Okay, yeah, no, I think he's good looking too. Okay, so jumping into episode 7, last night's episode, the main things that happen: Mimi goes on a date with Omar. Ayo tried to make a move on Umar, but didn't do it successfully. Kind of got pied in a way. Kieran and Nicole obviously go on a date, and the Islanders have a red party, and Ronnie starts getting closer to Harriet. Okay, so that episode, what's your one word to sum it up?
Oh, it's only because my hopes were dashed, but I was disappointed. I was vexed, actually. Yeah, that was how I felt by the end of it. I was vexed.
Oh, okay. I was like, come on, Mimi. Like, come on. Because I really like the way that she pulled Ayo for chats and stuff. Like, she had a moment with Omar. Like, I was just like, yeah, like, I like this, that she's actually living in the experience. Do you know what I mean? She's not being shy. She's not being, do you know what I mean? She's reserved. Like, I think I said it in the comments to someone, like, the difference between Umar and Mimi is that Mimi is an introvert and Uma is an extrovert. That's the only difference that I'm really seeing between them. Do you know what I mean? Apart from their skin color, of course. Do you know what I mean? But like, she's more reserved, but it doesn't mean she's not confident. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean that she won't go and get hers, you know? So I was just like, yeah, like that. I really, really like that energy. Hopefully the producers won't do her dirty, but getting Oma in kind of gives me a little bit of hope. A little, yes, tiny.
But I still feel like they're always fuckeries in it. That's the breakfast. This feels a bit early to be so fuckeries to somebody, but it feels very similar to Leanne crashing out because I'd never wanted Leanne to go. And yeah, I just feel like they're gonna break my heart with Mimi. Like, I don't know, I'm getting vexed.
It's gonna go up and down. It's gonna go up and down. Yeah, definitely.
You did well. I think everything you said is spot on. She put herself out there and in the game and did participate in this episode brilliantly.
Yeah, I think so. Mimi obviously goes on a date with Omar and it's just outside the villa. I thought piss take, do you know what I mean? Like just on the gravel, you know, absolutely ridiculous. So we find out about Omar. He's very, very good looking. As we both agreed, very good looking. He's a PE teacher. He's got a great smile. They do a little bit of chit chat and it seems to be going great. But I was thinking, what else do we know about him at the moment? Because obviously the blogs have been doing their investigation at the moment. Wild. So yeah, we know he's from Croydon. He's a friend of Stormzy. Yeah. A girl has come forward. Have you seen this?
Yes.
That apparently he dumped by text. Like, do you know what I mean? Or no, they weren't together, but he just called things off with her, and she just thought it was hilarious. Ooh.
I'm getting attacked by flies as well.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Debbie. But yeah,
oh God, the girl coming out and talking her shit like this only happened 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I thought that she came across very foolish.
They always do, unfortunately.
It's not the reaction that they think it's gonna be. Like, no, obviously, basically, he kind of did the right thing. He sacked you off because he's going into Love Island, and he's single. Like, what are you telling us? Nobody expects him to have truly been single. Like, well, he said he's never been in a relationship. So again, what are you telling us? Like,
unless you're saying that that's your boyfriend.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, unless you're saying that, then what the hell? It just doesn't make it.
Shut your mouth, man.
Seriously, keep it to the grave. Keep it to the grave. See how far he gets, and then do a tell-all if that's what you want to do. Do you know what I mean?
But as it stands, she told us nothing. Basically, you was his ting, and he dropped you 2 weeks ago. It's like, okay,
you just exposed yourself, right? Like, girl,
very silly. And anybody else that's been thinking I'm gonna jump on this, just don't do it.
Yeah. It doesn't work out. It never does. So we first see Uma. So then we next see Uma and Jess chatting, and Jess is like, you know, how you feeling? She was just like, yeah, I'm okay, I guess, and everything. But then Sam immediately comes over and just like, thank you so much for not picking Joey. Do you know what I mean? Because she literally would have killed her if she did pick Joey. So she's relieved. I don't have to fight tonight. Do you know what I mean? I can just have a good time. That's Sam, you know. And Uma's just like, look, I can I saw that like Sam and Joey, they had a good strong connection, and she didn't really want to get involved in that. Do you know what I mean? But Jess was just saying to Uma, you know, I think that, you know, AYO really likes you. You're better suited. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's some fire in his belly when he's around you. And I think Uma was just a bit like, you think, type of vibe. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, both Sam and Jess agreed with that. But then the conversation quickly turned to her and Ron. What do you think about that? Do you think that Jess is stirring?
The pair of them were. To really like, I think Jess and Sam have their allegiances to each other, so they're going to look out for each other. Yeah, and I didn't like that Uma was like participating with their shit. Like, realistically, I was like, oh, so don't get in an alliance with these guys because they'll sail you down the river. Yeah, it didn't sit well with me, you know. I was totally like, oh, here we go. So now it's going to be like, oh no, Mimi doesn't have a connection, and you like. I didn't like it. I didn't like what they were playing with, because in the same way, Jess will sit there with Mimi and be like, yeah, I think he likes you. Yeah, no, it was very two-faced. And I was beginning to like Jess. But the fact that Jess is there supporting Sam, I was like, nah, okay. I can't.
Ain't the one, is it? Ain't the one.
No.
Yeah, guys, people are saying book the like button, please. Yeah, make sure you do that, man. We need all the help that we can get. So book that like button immediately. Everybody watching right now, please. Even if you're on other platforms, guys, make sure you just pop over to our YouTube. Your aunties could never, and book the like button too.
You know, Bookie's point, but Uma was okay with killing the black woman though, please. And that is the sentiment that I was getting when Uma was saying about to Sam, like, you and Joey seem really close and I didn't want to get involved in that. You're scared of Sam, but you're okay to sell Mimi down the river. Really? Yeah. Even if you was like, I like AYO, for solidarity, I would have loved to have seen, I think she should have picked Joey. Just for that. So now I literally am like, okay, there's nothing, I'm not finding anything redeeming about Uma at this moment.
I want to give her a little bit more time. I'm going to give her for my, where is it? Where is my thing? Nigerian. The other side. Oh my God, it's opposite. Oh my God. There we go.
It's bloody hard, like, working it out.
My Nigerian solidarity, I'm going to give her a little bit more time. But yeah, it's a bit mad. I think she sees Mimi more as competition. Do you know what I mean? And she was just like, right, I'm gonna go for what I want. But at the same time, I was surprised that she picked AYO. I'm not gonna lie, actually, because I thought that wasn't her type. But I think she knows that he's more into her than she is to him. And I think generally in life, you need the guy more into you. As a woman, you need the guy more into you. I do believe that. I do.
Same. I know, but it's just
KW's like, no.
Home, like, and realistically, in how they've been savage, sending Mimi home is not a great look. And that she was prepared to do that as well. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
No. So I can't back her on this one.
I feel you. She has until 12 a.m. That's very funny. She's skating off with ice. I'm not gonna lie, she is. So we had then Jess was talking about Ron and basically how annoyed she was with what Ron said, that he was hugely open, interested in getting to know someone else, and his eyes have massively been open. And she quoted these bits, and she's very, very upset, as you would be, I think. Joey tries to give Ronnie some advice on how to manage it. I don't know if it was actually sinking in. He was just saying, I'm not good with words. Just like, yeah, okay, bro, but still. Yes, and this is where my note, because there was like, I had a note, Harriet's hair is the pits. It's the absolute...
It's a mess.
It's so terrible.
Can you imagine being Jess and you're like, and you're looking at Harriet like, so now Ron is like, he's on that.
No. I don't actually agree with that. I don't.
I would be looking at him like, now you're moving from me to this. Be out of order.
I think Jess is gonna have a reality.
Jess needs to start chatting to other people.
She absolutely does, because the thing is, for me, and I know people might think differently, Jess is a plain Jane. She is the epitome of a British plain Jane to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, she's completely girls next door, and I feel like, although what's her name, Harriet has enhancements and work, let's say that she may have done a little bit of work there. She's more, what do you call it, glamorous. She's just more, she's going for more of that glamour look. And if you think that the boys of the United Kingdom don't like glamour, you're mad. You're mad.
But she's looking rattish, like, literally. No, I feel Jess needed to keep that energy up, like how she was being nonchalant with Ronnie, but I think he gassed her as well. So this is a bit like, what? I'm not real number one, because realistically he's open. He's very, very much open, and I still think he has a torch for Mimi as well.
So, I wouldn't be surprised. But do you think that the thing is, Jess's words and her actions not matching? They're not matching, man. Seriously. So I don't believe this big talk that you've got. Nah, don't believe it.
She likes Ron. She likes Ronnie. She is into him.
Yeah.
Proper. But you got to, she needs to have that hold back though, and call him out especially. But then also not be like, I'm okay. Like, you're vexed in it. So it is a problem for you, and just stay in that space. It's annoying when it's like, okay, that's fine now, and you're still being vexed. I just find that so annoying.
Yeah. I do think that they look like siblings, but anyway. I don't like it.
And that they clashed was funny for me. Yeah. Like, you two are the same.
You're actually the same, for real. And I do agree. Who just said it, but saying that, what's his name? Ronnie. It's only, I don't think he likes me that like that, but I think he would definitely have a go.
Oh yeah. I think he would do a ting with her. The cameras went on. He would be doing a ting currently with all three of them.
Yeah, definitely. He'd run through the whole villa if he could, actually. So Harriet's chatting to Patsy. Patsy's just like, are you okay? She's like, I'm feeling fine. But Patsy's just like, Ronnie made a big, bold statement moving directly to you in front of everybody, in front of Jess. Do you know what I mean? And Harry's just like, oh, I'm not really doing any more love triangles, It's the Patsy's like, yes, you are, darling. Like, do you know what I mean? You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Then we see AYO, Kieran, and Ronnie. And Ronnie is just like, you know what? I thought you were going to pick Mimi like he had a choice. He did actually have a choice. But AYO did make it clear, though. He said, you know what? I had my speech ready and she was my first choice. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's how he felt. And in the hut, he was just saying, I didn't feel good hearing her going on another date. It makes me understand that I actually like this girl. Do you know what I mean? Mono was just like, yeah, it's nice to hear him say that, and I like the fact that he's put that out in the villa so it can get back to Mimi and also get back to Uma so we can realign things. But his actions are not matching up, are they?
That's why I didn't believe him for a second.
Yeah.
And you know what? Also, so when he said it, and he said respect wise for the time that we've had in here, and that again planted further seeds of, visually what this is looking like. And so you're just covering all bases. Like, nah, I still like her. I'm still being respectful to her. So you would have picked her just for the optics. And also, we all know that she was going to go first. And that she selected AYO, that he's put in work with Uma. You can see everywhere in the villa. You would have known Joey isn't putting in a lot of work with her. So he knew how it was going to go. He's just saying this for effect.
You think? The thing is, Uma had a lot more to lose when it comes to if she picked Joey, though, because it wouldn't just be Samantha's on your back, Jess would be on your back. Like, do you know what I mean? It would create a divide in the villa if she picked Joey, because Sam would make it so. Sam would literally make her life hell, whereas like Mimi's not going to do that. Like, well,
that's what I hate.
Yeah, I know. But like, she weighed it up.
I know, but she aligned herself with the white girl. Well, it's only two of them because Patsy blatantly don't like them.
No.
Harriet obviously is trying to take Jess's man.
Harriet don't like them.
So she don't like them either. I think I get the weighing up because Sam is bolshy and loud and a spoiled child and a witch and a bitch. But
all of the above.
I would want her to have had the alliance with the black girl. More so than the fear of the white woman. That's what's triggering about this. It's like, it's annoying. But yeah, I understand why she did it, but it's frustrating.
Yeah. Still very frustrating. Then we see Harriet and Sean. This was a bit of a yawn conversation to me, but Harriet's just like, you know what, thanks for picking me. And Sean's just like, yeah, I meant everything I said. Like, do you know what I mean? I might not be at the top of the tree, but I want to be the top guy. I want to be the top of the Christmas tree. Like, you're stunning, you're beautiful, and I just want to make you feel special. And I thought, poor Sean, you really laid it on thick there. But
simping on 100. I was like, bro, could you have undermined yourself any further? No, I'm not at the top of the tree. It was horrible. Ixom. It was literally like, oh man.
At least he's trying. You got to have someone that's going to save you. Do you know what I mean?
It is, what's his name, isn't it? It's Anton.
It's Anton, yeah.
Like, always there, like, I can be your knight in shining armor. Do men really think that works? I mean, it could get a girl for a moment, but that's not the guy that she wants. And when the guy that she wants come along, you're going to get dashed. Like, it's proper side man positioning. You're going to be the one that drops her to the dude's house. Like, it's crazy. It's not good. Like,
it isn't, but it is what it is. He has to play the game. He's there, isn't it? He has to. He's got no choice. Otherwise, he should go home. He should walk. He should actually walk.
Maybe Sean should have been like, I know he may not.
Who to who?
Sean should have gone for Patsy.
Have you seen the height difference between them two?
Just think it would have been better as an attempt to throw your hat in the ring. Like, I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I don't know. Okay, so then Jess and Ronnie, as we was talking about a little bit earlier, Jess basically was not happy with the speech and recoupling, and she kind of confronts Ronnie about it, and she's just like, you know what, you did not say one nice thing about me. Do you know what I mean? And she was just mocking the whole thing about what he said, and just basically said you could have said it differently, and that his choice of words were way off. Now Ronnie's just like, yeah, the terms of my words were wrong, and I apologize for that. And then Jess is just like, okay, cool, well, it's done now. I'm not going to hold a grudge, but I feel like a dickhead because not one thing was said. Not one nice thing was said. Then there was silence. And then she was like, okay, are we done? And then she walks away. I'm just like, girl, you're trying to keep this man. This ain't the method. It's not. It's absolutely not the method.
I'm not going to hold a grudge, and we're not going to talk any further. Like, literally, I was like, oh no, this is the worst. But also, Ronnie looking dead ahead, insincere, and really displaying, leave me alone now, bitch. Like, just, it was horrible. That wasn't nice. he didn't care.
He did not care at all. He was just like, who is this sibling crying next to me?
Oh, yeah, I thought,
they're siblings, man. They look like
oh god. Yeah, Shantae said, Nana, stop telling our secrets.
Janelle says like just did a job, and then says that Ronnie sat there thinking, how can I get away from this girl?
He was. He just looked. I know, you know what, KW, for real, I swear Ronnie was looking at Harriet as well.
Probably.
It wasn't nice, though. It wasn't nice. He was basically, Jess was really trying to give it to him. But how can you give it to somebody who is literally staring straight ahead and is giving you dead apologies? Like, yeah, sorry, my words are wrong. Yeah, sorry. Like, what can you do?
What can you do? Like, seriously, but she's still gonna play. She's still gonna play. Let me see. Ayo, yes, and Uma. I think they're up in the terrace at this point. Yeah. So Uma's just like, "Are you happy?" And Ayo's just like, "You know what? If it was better, it would have been better if it was better circumstances." Do you know what I mean? And Uma's saying like, "Yeah, she does feel a bit bad. You know, she knows that him and Mimi have a connection, and." Encourages him, like, you know what, still explore that, do you know what I mean, have chats and stuff and everything like that. It's just that, you know, everyone's been so nice to me and you're actually my fave. And then he kind of switches the mood. He's just like, is that so? Like, but he does that, I want to make it clear I'm really, really interested in you, do you know what I mean? And actually, you know, we're going to be sleeping in bed together. I like, by the way, like, do you like to cuddle? She's like, yeah, I love a cuddle, but in due time. She's like, in due time. She put on the barriers. And I was just like, okay, let me switch up the approach. Let me see if this can go somewhere else. He's just like, you know what I think about? You know what I think about a lot? I think about the kiss that you gave me at the poolside when I was blindfolded. Do you know what I mean? And Uma's just like, then she's like, clicked, what is going on? Do you know what I mean? She's like, yeah, well, just like the cuddles, all in due time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely going to be due time. I'm like a closed flower, she says, and I need time to blossom. I love that analogy. I loved it. She loved it.
And I wished he would have read the signs of, I'm not really that into you, bruv.
Right.
But I had to keep on going for it. Like, yeah, that was vexing. Yeah, I think that's what it was after. That's when I was like, oh, okay, so he really is an absolute shark out here. And that's when I was thinking, so is AYO going to be the villain of this season? Is he just going to always be out and out thirsty and going for the next prettiest girl that comes along?
I think that he is. I think I've got a little bit of hope, just a tiny bit, that he's just conflicted, and Uma is his norm, that what he normally goes for, but he feels like there is something there with Mimi. That's what I think that's what it is. I just don't think, and I think what people are saying in the comments is right. I don't think Uma really likes him anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not her preference. She said this.
Yes.
She did say that. Do you know what I mean? So it's that. Kieran and Nicole, they obviously are now together. They can, do you know what I mean? No more triangle, as Kieran said. It's just a straight line. Do you know what I mean? Nicole is giddy beyond belief, and they kiss. Debbie. Do I still want him with Mimi?
Yes.
I just want everyone to be happy. I want what Mimi wants. So if Mimi wants to be with AYO, then so be it.
Never. No. I firmly want Mimi to be with Omar.
Serious. I don't think Omar's that guy, you know.
I know.
Honestly, I don't think Omar's that guy.
I think we definitely need to see more from him. But at this moment in time, I definitely don't want AYO to get her. Fundamentally, I think he's played properly in her face. And when she sees all of the facets to him, it is like, no, it's not him.
I'm hearing you. But you know it is week. It is week 1 though. Like, yeah, guys, like, can we please get a grip? Like, it is week 1.
No.
Like,
no. Yeah,
seriously.
AYO is giving off deviant vibes. He is. He's
aren't all the guys giving off deviant vibes? I just don't know. It's only Sean and Manveer, no bitch Manveer, yeah, no bitches Manveer that can't because they can't. But all of them are.
No, but AYO could. There's a way that he could have done this, where it wasn't so cad-like. They're just, I don't know. Omar needs to show us that he also is a shark. But at this moment in time, I want Mimi to be with Omar.
We'll get there anyway. We will get there. Mimi and Omar, their date continues. And Omar's just like, you know what? What's your type? And Mimi's just like tall, dark, and handsome, pretty boy, very much like you. And Omar, she asked Omar what's his type. He's just like, yeah, I like a pretty face, like nice eyes, nice teeth, and nose ring. She's like, sounds familiar. Love the vibe, absolutely love it. They talk about past relationships. Mimi talks about she's in a serious relationship for 2 years. Omar reveals he's never been in a relationship. And this is for why, as Farah would say, that I don't think that Omar is the one. Because I feel like the same thing is going to happen again. Yeah. It's going to be very problematic. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be struggle love. First relation. I've never been in a relationship. That's a massive red flag.
How old was he again? Was he 25?
25, yeah.
So he's like AYO as well. God. I don't know, but I know. But at this moment in time, that's where my hope lies. He could be just as bad. Or maybe he's gonna be bad, but then he's gonna be like Tyreek-esque and Mimi's gonna be his girl.
No. Also, like, I think like a guy that sits there in your face and says, I like pretty faces, yeah, that's a red flag as well. That means it's anyone's game. Do you know what I mean? A pretty face. Right, brother just didn't even put in any other condition. At least, like, what's it called? I said, they have to have a bum too, which is code for, do you know what I mean?
That girl is
brown, at least, or something. I know. He just said pretty face. That's it. Nah. No. I think he's a massive red flag. I do. I think he might be a nice, decent guy. I think there's that, but like, I just don't think. Do you know what I mean? Or the other thing is, it's just like the other thing is though, is just like he is apparently one of Stormzy's friends, so there's that. Do you know what I mean? And he's a PE teacher, so he's ticking. Who was a PE teacher? Was Kai? Kai was also a PE teacher.
Yeah.
So the track rate.
Maybe he's going to be a Kai. The no relationship is a huge red flag. Definitely. Even that they put on people who have not had a relationship into Love Island is flipping crazy in itself. Yeah. But here we are. Hopefully he's still better at this moment than AYO. And hopefully he treats her better. I back you on that. I want what Mimi wants, and I want her to move on from AYO.
But then, so yes, I agree. Also, as well, let me not be mistaken as well. I think that this is a red flag for Uma as well, because she's never had a relationship either. So I would, if I was AYO, I'm thinking, what the hell? Like, no. Do you know what I mean? First relationship. No, that's a massive red flag. Okay, so Nicole said
Chanel. She
saying?
says, Omar said to Uma that she was his type, but said to Mimi that he doesn't have a type. No, he didn't say that he didn't have a type. He just said a pretty face. But he did say
He did say I don't really have a type. Actually, he did. I like it to Mimi. Yeah.
Oh.
But he didn't say it to. I know we're jumping a bit, but he didn't say it to Uma like that. He said if you was in a club, you would be one of the type. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would be someone I would speak to, almost like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
What Bookie said, I don't think it's a red flag for women.
No, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like, what's going on, babe girl?
It is.
Maybe it's not as severe. Maybe a yellow flag.
I know this is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to think on this more, but I do think it is a point of huge note, and maybe to have a little reservation if you do meet somebody firmly in their mid-20s who is like, I have never had a relationship before. And maybe less so for a woman. I don't know. No, I feel like it's the same actually, you know.
I think I genuinely think it's the same. I will say, like, I can see why people list out like the reasons why like that wouldn't happen for women, and we would blame like fuckboy behavior for guys. Like, do you know what I mean? But I still think like those things still need to work them out, iron them out. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's still a growth period needed there. Do you know what I mean? Bree saying there's incel trolls in the comment sections. Where? Name and shame. Let's put them on timeout.
Yeah, it's not showing up this side that I can see.
So yeah, she talks to Omar. The girls actually were talking to Uma about her chat with AYO, and basically she was saying like, I was really scared because I thought he was going to try and kiss me, and I didn't really want that to happen. Jess is just like, yeah, I think he can read a room. He's not a silly boy. And I was thinking, Jess, all this faith that you have in AYO really is a reflection of your poor judgment in general anyway. You can't read the room because AYO is down. He's ready to go. He's absolutely ready to go, and so is Ronnie.
Yeah.
So is Ronnie. Do you know what I mean? And she does tell them that he said that he's been thinking about the kiss as well. Nicole was talking about Kieran. They literally put the camera on Harriet's face to see how she's feeling. And Patsy basically producer Patsy, that's what I'm going to call her from now on. Producer Patsy was like, Harriet, what do you think about that? Do you know what I mean? Pushing the conversation forward. Harriet's just like, trust me, I don't want him anyway. So okay, cool. People are saying online is definitely an incel.
Yeah. What? Oh no, it's online being.
Oh, guys, can you please be nice? Be nice to each other. Serious. AYO and Ronnie basically have a bit of chat. Ronnie's just like, oh, what's going on? AYO uses a football analogy. I think they're both footballers anyway. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's just like, you know, when you guys start a game and then you turn up in your full kit and you're not on the starting sheet. Yeah, that. Nah, there's no game for you today, son. Seriously, like, good on Uma for holding back anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because he was looking to have his way like immediately.
Straight away. You know? But basically, while Mimi is out, I'm gonna lips this one. I still think he probably would have been like, you know, I still want to chat to you when she came back in. Like, you know, you're just like, this guy was ready to play.
Yeah.
He's ready to just rock his world. And I'm glad she was like, no. Not yet. And I hope she stays like that and pies him and moves on to another guy. And then AYO is stood there in another recoupling by himself looking like a tall fool.
Yeah. There is that. I'm hoping actually that they bring in another, because the next bombshell is definitely going to be a girl, right? or
Yeah.
it's going to be mixed. It'll be like two
Oh, yeah,
girls in the
two
guy
come
or
in
something.
together. Yeah,
Do
true.
you know what I mean?
Happen.
It's going to be something like that. So, oh yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So Mimi then arrives in the villa with Umar. So Omar. Oh my god.
I know it's a lot, you know.
Not again. And Uma basically walks straight up to Mimi, and she's just like, she gives her a cuddle, and she's just like, I'm so happy that you're still there, still here. Sorry, I couldn't look at you in the eyes. I had tears in my eyes and everything. Do you know what I mean? She really didn't want her to go home. So, but Omar chats to the boys. He says he's feeling Mimi. She's proper good vibes. He wants to get to know her more, but obviously he can't throw all his eggs in one basket at the moment. Ronnie made a point of saying, yeah, you definitely can't do that. Don't do that here. So, which makes me think that it is over between him and Jess, in his mind, at least.
Yes, I think Ronnie at this point is totally like, Jess can go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll hedge my bets on Harriet for a minute as well. Definitely.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ruben says, finally caught alive. Welcome.
Uma was fake for that. What was she?
Yeah, you know what? Thank you, KW is reading my mind. Yes, I hated it when she was like, and she didn't say Mimi as well. She was like Mims.
But she does it with everybody.
I know, it's just annoying me. I liked her for a day. I don't know. Everything she does now was annoying me. But how she was like, oh, Mims, give me a hug, give me a hug. It's like, you're so fake. She could have gone home when you could have sent home that bitch Sam. And now you want to be like, oh my God, like, it would have been so bad if you had gone. And I felt really bad. You didn't feel bad enough though. Really. So yeah,
mate, serious. I think she's trying.
I want to like her. Yes, I hate the nickname. I hate it too.
No. No. I don't hate the nicknames. I think they're kind of cute. I think she's just one of those girls. Like she's a model chick. Like, do you know what I mean? Like she does bottle service. Like she's just, of course, like fast friends, like big gestures. She's one of those types of women, like she is.
I know.
You right, Memes? I can imagine her. Yeah, let's go get a drink, babe. Yeah, what are you drinking? I'll be back in a sec, and then leave you for half an hour. People keep the games. Oh, Sonia, fake. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I was just seeing she's a certain type of girl. So they're talking, the girls are talking to Mimi. Basically, she gives them the deets. He's 25, 6'1" PE teacher. 25, 6'1", brown eyes. Like and the girls are super, super, super excited. Mimi does say in the heart that, you know, he's my type, he's a smooth talker, and he's got really good banter. Sam and Joey now, they have a bit of a conversation. I think Joey is in an unhappy marriage, and Sam has no idea. Like
that's exactly what's taking place.
He
thinks I've hit the jackpot and I've locked this guy in. That is where Sam is at.
Yeah.
Sam thought her only hurdle was Uma picking Joey. And now that didn't happen. She is like locked in, riding to the final with this dude. That is literally what Sam thinks. Joey is like, I need new bird, new blood, so I can run.
Yeah.
And Sam ain't aware.
Yeah, definitely. Sam just said, you know, I loved your words. I love what you said. We're the king. It's like we're the king and queen in here. I was just like, what? Reduce it all the way down. And then, you know, what do you call it? Joey's just like, yeah, we are. Like, I'm the king though. Like, huh? Like, really? Didn't like that at all.
I don't think Joey's the alpha in there. I feel like it's Ronnie.
You know what? I think like if you go by wealth and like social standing, it is Joey. Do you know what I mean?
But how the guys react to each other, I feel like Ronnie seems to be the voice of reason, or where things happen. I don't know. I'm really feeling like Joey ain't running the villa like that. I think it's Ronnie. Kind of silently, but whenever there's like that kind of in joke or laughing, it always seems to be around Ronnie than Joey.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Ronnie is. I don't know though. I need to see more, but it will be between those two as the head honcho of the villa.
Yeah.
Ronnie and Joey.
It's definitely not AYO, unfortunately. It's not. Yvonne White said that Uma can call us Shards and Nan.
She would do that.
To be fair, people call me Shards though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I get that anyway.
I get. I don't really get Nan. No, it's Nans with an
Nans.
S.
Yeah,
it's Nans or Nars as well, because they're two NA and A. Yeah, she would. She would, and some people, I don't actually mind it. But if I don't like you and you shorten my name, then I mind it.
Oh yeah.
So, and if you do it straight away as well, like, you know, if I say, "Oh no, my name's Nana," and it's kind of like, "Oh yeah, so Nans," dude.
No, the conversation will stop.
Yeah,
it'll just be awkward.
It will just. Can I call you? Like, that also annoys me when people decide, like, can I shorten your name? Like, if you hear other people that's familiar around us and they've shortened my name, you can join it too. But don't try and come with a new thing.
Nah, yeah.
But she would shorten our names for real.
She absolutely would. She really would. So Monveer pulls Jess for a chat. And Mimi does say to him, like, "Oh, you look really nice," but he doesn't hear her. And I just thought, you know what? The producers, someone on the producer team is a bitch, because they didn't need to put that edit in.
Yes.
They didn't need to. Why? And she done a heavy sigh as well. Like, oh, poor Mimi, man. Poor Mimi. Monveer talking to Jess, just a waste of time. Do you know what I mean? He's just like, yeah, you and Ronnie look good together, but I think we could have that too. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Where did that come from, though? I was like, this feels so left. When did Monveer be like he likes Jess? Like, I was like, oh, how? I've never even seen you two even somewhere in the same place together. I was so like, this feels really like Monveer, go and speak to Jess because she looks like Patsy.
Yeah, definitely. You might as well, because Ronnie doesn't want her anymore. So there's an opening. So take it immediately. Jess says that she's open to it, but just so you know, there isn't an instant spark between us. Yeah, I think he knows. But you know, things can grow, but it might take a bit longer. Like, I'm just like, this girl thinks she's so nice.
The level of, I'm not feeling your bones at all, bro, but shoot your shot in it. I was like, this, she didn't need to say this to him
at all. And this is the thing, what you're saying about Ronnie gassing her, I believe. Like, you've been gassed by Ronnie, now you think you're top tier, like top of the villa. No, babe, relax. It's different plain Jane, man. Seriously. Monveer's just like, you know, he even cut her off, as he does anyway. He's just like, it's fine. This fine. It's not a problem. Do you know what I mean? But then again, you don't even have a choice, Monveer. You don't have a choice.
Nobody's feeling this guy's bones at all. I'm surprised at how prolifically pied he is. I didn't think it was going to be that way, because even Patsy seems to absolutely not be interested in him as well.
She's not.
So yeah, I didn't think this was going to be his storyline so thoroughly like this. Like, him and Sean, 0 people interested so far. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's actually crazy. She did ask him though, like, if he had the opportunity, would you have picked me? And he said, yeah, definitely. I was just like, what kind of leading question is this as well? Just to get an ounce, like a one sliver of what do you call it, like attention or appreciation or something. It was just like she was begging for that compliment. Like, really? It's so leading.
and I feel like she could put that to Patsy in some way. Like, you know, it's that one-upmanship on Patsy. Like, if you think the man that picked you was after me as well. Like, there's a brewing good rivalry between those two.
Yeah,
that could blow up. But yeah, no, Monveer, look at her face. She was so not interested
at all. And she said so later, actually, as well. Harriet did talk to Ronnie for a quick sec and basically said, like, you know, happy that you said that with what you said. Do you know what I mean? Ronnie's just like, yeah. it wasn't great with words, but I was honest about what I was saying though. Do you know what I mean? Like they just look at each other. I think these two are definitely gonna get it on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Harriet doesn't want to be in another triangle, and Ronnie says, well, hopefully this one works out. Do you know what I mean? Ronnie has set his intention. He is going to get Harriet no matter what. Then Mimi and Ayo have like a casual chat near the kitchen place when no one's quite looking. They're just chatting a little bit. You know, Mimi saying, you know, I'm still here. You can't get rid of me that easily. And she does say, oh, it should have been me. And he's like, huh? And she's just like, what? Like, huh? Like, do you know what I mean? And he's just like, oh, you're moving crazy. And she's just like, yeah, we'll see what's happening. And I like that. I like she's given a bit of competition. Do you know what I mean? Like she's playing the game, man, and I'm here for it. I actually am.
I know. It's just I wish it wasn't with that dude, but yes,
yeah,
it was cute seeing her personality more, definitely, and her like coming out of her shell.
Yeah,
I like that for her. But...
Ayo and Omar, when they're getting ready for bed, basically Ayo asks is like, oh, Mimi, is she your type on paper? Is that what you go for? And then Omar says, oh, it's here. He says, yeah, she is. So you're just saying different things to different people. Do you know what I mean? Jess is still angry with Ronnie when they're in bed. Do you know what I mean? Tells him, you probably embarrassed me. You've got a lot of making up to do. And there is no response shown from Ronnie. So I don't know if he responded or not.
I know, but what they're showing us is Ronnie is literally being like, I don't care. Each time she kind of states something, because you know, usually the person would be like, yeah, nah, I know I'm in the doghouse, but I'm going to make it up to you.
Yeah.
We have not heard Ronnie say, I am going to make that up to you. Yeah. He just said sorry and kept it moving and chirps Harriet. So, yeah, I think that is the end of those two. Really.
I think so too, man. And good riddance. In my opinion. I don't think I like Jess. I'm not.
I know. I was so almost liking her, and in this episode, it's like she really showed herself in a different way. Where I was like, actually, I don't like you. Don't like Patsy.
I think I like Patsy more than I like Jess. There's something about Jess. There's a self-righteousness there that's just like, I cannot abide. No.
That is the time, really. You know, there is a self-righteousness about her. I think I like Patsy only a smidgen more than her. At this moment in time, I probably only like Harriet and Nicole, and I don't even really like those two.
Yeah, I like Harriet because she's just a mess. She does this posh, like, I'm put together, like, you're a mess, darling. You stay lying to everybody. You're just flittering like a butterfly, like to everyone.
Your eyelashes are literally going to
crazy. Your hair's crazy. Like everything's crazy, girl. Seriously. Dorman on Instagram is saying, I think Ronnie will use Harriet till the next bombshell comes in.
Definitely.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll just kind of speed through what's happened in the morning. So Omar talks to Uma and points out, you're the first person I speak to today. He basically says that so Uma asked him, am I your type of thing? And he was just like, yeah, if it was in a club, will defo be someone I will talk to. Then Nicola gets a text and it's for her and Kieran to go on a date. And she's just like, oh, it's about time and everything. And I'm thinking it's 6 days. Like, what do you mean about time? Like, relax. And in the makeup room, she is just so absolutely giddy. She's just like, let's manifest it. He's going to love me forever. We're going to have 3 babies and we're going to live in the mountains. Isn't she supposed to be 24 and him 21? Like, what's going on?
If that happens, though, that is crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. She's gone in the brain, as far as I'm concerned.
Like, no, she is gone with Kieran, which is I knew she liked him, but the level of giddiness that she has for him, I was surprised. And actually, when in one of the episodes, Kieran says, I love her.
Did he?
Talking to somebody, I meant to rewind it. If anybody noticed that. He said it in such a run of like, so I love Nicole, I do, that type of, and I think he was talking to Sean and Sean was just carried on talking, like he didn't hear it. And I was like, did the guy just say he loves her? Like, literally, you just picked her the other day. Like, just, I don't know. But yeah, let me know if I heard correct. He said, I love Nicole.
Wow. I think he said he's going to turn for...
Okay, said he did.
He did.
Yeah.
He said he's going to turn for the next bombshell.
He will.
For sure. He really will. And the thing is, because he's already gone through this situation with Nicole and Harriet, and Nicole's been like, okay, fine, let's still just do us anyway. He's gonna take the piss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's absolutely good. And she's already said, like, in their date, she did say about, like, you know, that her ex was a rugby player as well, and that he was cheating on her with his physiotherapist. Oh my god, that's got her. Yeah. And yeah, so like, I don't think you should be telling people this level of detail so early on. Do you know what I mean? Because he's gonna do the same thing to you.
No, it's gonna. Oh, the heartbreak of this is gonna be so crushing.
Honestly,
he's gonna be dropped from such a height. We know, he has form. We know because at one stage, Harriet was everything to him as well. It was like, it's going so well, blah, blah, blah. And then he turned. You had one lips with Nicole, and then it was all on her. He is going to meet a next bombshell in a challenge, lips her, and be like, "Oh, I like her, I do."
Yeah.
And didn't he say Nicole wasn't really his normal type as well? Did he say that, or was that true?
No, Harriet wasn't his normal type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. It's not going to end well with those two. I have a feeling.
The only thing she's got going for her is that she's Welsh. Not the only thing, but one of the things, and that's what his mum wants for him. Do you know what I mean? And then logistically makes better sense. I think they live half an hour away from each other or something. So it kind of, like, on paper, if they stick it out, then it works. But I think he would cheat on her left, right, and center. Honestly.
And she may be all right. Like, she'll be a taker backer.
Yeah.
So even if he does get to know a bombshell.
Yeah.
And then he decides, like, he lips her a few times, and oh no, it's Nicole. She will take him back. Yeah, they're probably going to have that journey with each other.
Oh, mate. We see producer Patsy and Omar chatting. Patsy basically says, "Oh yeah, I'm currently in a couple with Monveer, but honestly, it's just a bit random." So that's making it very clear you don't like Monveer.
Yes.
And the thing is, they're suited in age. Do you know what I mean? And she's trying to be as brown as him. So, like, I thought it would have been a great match, personally. But okay.
So she wants black.
She wants black.
She wants black. Is what Patsy is after. So at this moment in time, Omar is what she would go for. The thing is, I don't think that I'm gonna say it. These guys are not Patsy's range. Yeah. Realistically, in a club, and we all know and have seen a Patsy, it's a bigger black man that would have her. And just lay.
Sorry, what? A big...
As in, like, a chunkier, may have a belly.
You think? An uncle?
Basically. Yeah. The visual representation of them. That's the guy that would go for a Patsy and would love on her. And that's probably what she's been used to.
You know what? I think you're right from a London standpoint, but I don't think that outside London. I think outside London, she probably gets, like, regular digging black guys. Like, do you know what I mean? No, I think so. I think so. I don't think it's an uncle.
Never gonna get an Omar, and she ain't gonna get an AYO.
She would get an outside. She would get outside London. That version, yeah. She will get one from
not Patsy.
She will. She will. I'm telling you.
Are you looking at her? She's
yes. She absolutely.
Grace said,
no, she actually. I just think London and also as well, yeah. AYO is a footballer, semi-pro, but still a footballer. And what do you call it? What's his name? Omar has celebrity friends. Yeah. So the caliber of girl that they have access to is going to be different anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I just don't think that, like, you know, like, no. Like, I think, like, for example, like Ellen would date Patsy if he was in there. He would. He would, and you know it's true. He's a regular guy.
I don't even think Ella would.
No, he would. He absolutely would.
I just think I know the guy that she wants, but what's that?
That's what I'm saying. Elise, isn't it? Guys in Birmingham would like her. Yeah,
I don't think she's her type's type. So
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nottingham, yes. Go to Newcastle. Go to Glasgow. Find a black guy there. Yes, he'll be onto her. I just think like.
I mean, she's been out here now. Like, she's gonna find the guy that she's after, but it's not gonna happen in the villa.
No, I don't think so.
Patsy just needs to manage her expectations.
She does.
That's probably the only mess this episode that I was watching Patsy and I was like,
It's so bad. And then she talked to Omar about like the tattoos, like how many fingers you got, and then she's spelling out her name like, no, babe, absolutely not. This is not a thing. He even looked at her like, are you mad? You look like a mad groupie right now. Like you look like a groupie's friend right now. Do you know what I mean? Not even.
Oh, Patsy.
You're not even the main girl. Like, please, no, absolutely not. Yeah. So yeah, that was Figgy. And the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like, he asked her, like, how many tattoos have you got? And she proudly says like 5. And she asked him, and he's just like, he almost said, he didn't say this, but it's like he said, no, my body's a temple. So
yeah. He's so close that I don't do shit like that. It was so like, and I was just again like, dude, this isn't. I know you want a black man, but this ain't the one that you can get.
Nah, it isn't. That's the reality, and that's the harshness of Love Island. Huh?
Wing woman, like they could hang with her, type of thing.
Yeah,
like, you could probably go to the club with them, but
yeah,
you're not the chick he's picking.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Ronnie does pull Harriet for a chat, and he basically says, do you know what I mean? Like, how's things going with you and Sean? He's like, he's lovely, but he's not going anywhere. You see, Jess, Mimi, and Patsy, they can see this happening. Do you know what I mean? And they're kind of giving Jess a play-by-play of what's happening. And Patsy, you know, always the first to chat. Stretch is saying now, his legs stretch out, but he's not touching her, he's touching the beat bag and all that kind of stuff. Jess is still fuming. She's absolutely fuming and saying that he's got the audacity and everything like that. Yeah, it was just, yeah, Jess is hurting right now.
Yeah.
Then we see Jess and Sam sunbathing. We see Uma and Ayo talking, and then Mimi cuts in the chat and pulls Ayo for a chat. And I like that. I really did. And Jess and Sam liked it too.
Go on, girl.
You know what I mean? I love that. I love that kind of thing. And then when they're walking past, Jess tells Ayo to tell his mate to sort his head out. Do you know what I mean? And honestly, he's a little rat. I was just like, rat? Really, Jess? Really, Jess? Funny.
She thought she had him totally. It's a bit of a shock to her, isn't it? That he's moving on so swiftly and decisively. But at this moment in time, it's how it goes. Sorry. Not that you like embarrassment.
What embarrassment? Explain what you mean. That was embarrassing. What was embarrassing?
Oh, Mimi.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I like that she's playing the game. Honestly, you know what? The thing is, if she didn't pull in for a chat, like, guys, honestly, understand, yeah, they would have shown shots of Mimi sitting on her own, looking like a Billy No Mates, like people coming up to her for advice and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I hear what you're saying, but she has to play the game. She has to, like, at least, like, assert herself a bit, you know? Do you know what I mean? She's gonna, you know what? Mimi and Ayo are gonna get back together.
Please, no.
No, they will. They will.
No,
they will.
No, Mimi needs to sack of something off, definitely.
But he keeps lying. Which man doesn't lie? Joking, just joking. Some men don't. Yeah. No, I thought it was good. I can't lie. They had a chat. And, you know, he does tell her, I would have picked you. Do you know what I mean? Like in my speech, like you're a really beautiful girl and everything. He likes the way she carries herself and everything like that. He does ask her how she feels about Omar. And she says, you know, I owe it to myself to give him the time of day, you know, and they kind of end it with her saying like, good things come to those that wait.
I hated that for her. I agree with all of you. I hated that whole convo for her because she really put herself out there to this shark. Waste of time guy. And he's a proper little bumbleclot. Like he's still playing both of them. And so she's there like, oh, he's only there with Umar because she picked him. No, he wants to be with Umar up in her back.
But he was gonna pick Mimi.
He wasn't gonna pick Mimi for shit. He can say that because it hasn't happened. He's a liar.
You know what, guys? Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but in the house, yeah, I don't think Omar's gonna do it. I really don't. I know you're thinking, but like, I just don't think Omar's gonna do it. Mimi's best bet is going to be AYO.
No,
it is.
God forbid. No,
he is a liar. He is.
No. At this moment in time, who she needs to be pulling is Omar, and AYO needs to be coming over and interrupting their chats. And the fact that he ain't doing that and she can sit there and observe, to be fair, he's been talking to Umi way more than he's been talking to me. Take the flipping hint. No.
But yeah, we'll see. Shantae said, yeah, all I heard was, so you're going to wait for me while I do my thing. Bet. Basically.
And that's what he's going to run with.
Basically.
Now I'm ready for you now, isn't it?
Yeah,
felt her up and everything. No, it's you. And Mimi may actually be like, well, it's the first week and we were open.
Yeah, 100%, because it is the first week, guys. Soa Dorman is on Instagram is saying, wait for the next bombshell, the guy bombshell. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But like, I think again, it's so hard, yeah, for Love Island to find guys that are 100% into, let's even say specifically dark-skinned Black women. It's so difficult, especially when there's other options in the house. Mimi is a backup Sonia, a backup dancer.
She is, and she's placed herself there. Yeah, the next guy that comes in is probably gonna be a tall Joey Essexy type of guy that could float both ways. A bit more like a bit like Ronnie, but maybe more Black leaning. And Umar is gonna be like by AYO.
Okay.
And then he's gonna be left alone.
Proverbs said, yeah, I'm gonna pray and fast for her to leave AYO.
Thank you. Do that, please. Silly girl.
That's hilarious. Okay, sorry. I'm not...
Oh, actually, what would that be? Rush 22 says, are we gonna trust somebody like Omar, who is friends with Stormzy, who is a colorist, like his girl Maya? Cat amongst the pigeons. Wow.
No, I don't know. I can't speak to that.
Some of you need to sign up to get to the membership to get more chat on that kind of stuff. You need to become members to the channel and then about it in the members area, like properly.
It was hot. Okay, so the boys did say, what did I say? The boys did say to Kieran that they looked. Oh, Kieran came back. They came back from the date, and they looked good together and stuff and everything like that. Nicole was just like gushing about like how his mom wants him to be with someone Welsh, and they had a little kiss in the sea. Harriet does look very, very sour. Then Joey gets a text, and they have a red party, whatever that really means. Just dress in red, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Sponsored by eBay. Right. And as they're getting ready, Johnny jokes with the boys that he wants to take both Jess and Harriet into the hideaway.
I think he would actually love to do that for real.
He
For real.
would love it.
That's his best ending. He wants to do that shit.
He also says to Ayo that he feels like he's getting mixed signals from Harriet as well. Do you know what I mean? I think he's just actually trying to jump ship immediately. They show this fake dance montage, which I really hate. Mimi, Harriet, and Patsy are chatting. Patsy's like asking how you feeling. Mimi says that the more she sees Ayo and Uma together, the more that she's over it. And she's just like, if I continue to talk to him, I'm going to continue to catch feelings. And Patsy's like, yeah, I don't think you want that. Sammy, Joey, Kieran, Nicole, and maybe it's just them. They're all together. The girls are quoting bits from Towie, and Joey doesn't like it. He's not impressed by this. I think this is going to be part of the downfall of their relationship. Definitely very annoying. Mimi goes up and speaks to Omar. Then Umar is going over to the girls, and the girls literally tell Umar straight away what's going on with Mimi, you know. And Patsy again spilling her guts. She is chatty, Patsy.
Yes. She is literally the definition of a chatty patty.
Mm-hmm.
She can't help it, and there's no clear alliances to who she will talk about,
right,
or spread information to. If everybody can hear her opinions on it, like, nah.
Don't like it at all. But basically just tells her, yeah, he might be saying similar things to you guys, and like things like you guys holding hands might be tough for her to see. Uma is just like, oh no, I really don't want that. I actually really love her, like, and I don't want to upset her. She did say that. Think of it what you will. Then they have the game. This is the final part of the episode where it's like pop the balloon and do a dare. This is like all time, as I always say, every year or every season. Fear. I hate balloons. I hate balloons popping. I really can't stand them at all. Yeah, really didn't like it. Sam goes up first, and Sam's one is to snog the person you want to take to meet your parents, which was Joey. Sean, you know, he goes up. He's just like, oh, someone's in for a sweet treat. Ugh, didn't like it. Who do you want to spend the night in the hideaway with? And he kisses Jess, not Harriet.
That sent me for a second. Like, I was like, huh? And again, why? Like, what is this? What is this producer-led thing? Because this feels too left on. Jess needs to be the hot girl. So we have the two sidemen being like, we're after Jess. In what reality does that happen, please?
It's not. It's none. It's not reality. It's
literally like, she's not a hot girl. Like that you all are now like, oh, I like Jess. That is a lie. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
I didn't even believe the kiss. I was literally like, what is this? Really?
Yeah. No, I didn't believe it either. Then Ronnie, I think he popped his blue with Harriet, right? Do you know what I mean? And he had to snog the girls that he thinks are the sexiest, and he snogs Jess and Harriet both. Jess is so happy that she went first, and I was just like, girl, relax. This is not this is not the energy that you should be having. Do you know what I mean? Well, you kissed me first. No, but then he was popping the balloon with Harriet. Like, do you know what I mean?
That was a proper girl, I guess. Like, okay, if you want to get happy for that, it was getting happy for no reason whatsoever.
It really was. Ayo then pops his blue with Nicole, does a bit of a back shot, and it was just a bit like, whoa, what is going on here? It just seemed overly sexual, actually. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But he had to snog who is 100% his type, and he snogs Umar. I know people are really up in arms about this, but he has said that this is his type. So it makes sense to me that he would do that.
No. Asshole for everything else he has been saying about I would select Mimi and Mimi this and me, and I feel bad. Even if she is your type 100%. You are also going to be sleeping next to her for the rest of these days until recoupling happens. So to just, if you really had a chink of I like Mimi, you would have kissed her, and he didn't. Or you would have picked her for the balloon popping part. You didn't do that either. I think Mimi needs to take the absolute hint now. The dude is a waste man, and move on.
Yeah,
and I
Mimi did look upset.
Her face, she looked like she was holding back tears, and I hated the visualization of it all. Although it makes an excellent thumbnail, but I didn't like it. I didn't like that for my girl at all. It's horrible.
Patsy does reassure her though, and says, it is what it is, which she repeats. Patsy.
She's always there, that girl.
She is. She's in every scene. She's definitely a producer. She's definitely on the team, or she's interned in the production team, and they've
mum works for it or something. Her mum that she'd be sleeping next to is also on production as well.
Exactly. And then they show a shot of AYO laughing very hard. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that shot actually happened at the same time, but they just really, really done that. And they're really pitting these girls. The producers are really pitting these girls against each other. And it is kind of unnecessary. I don't like it. I really don't like it. What was this, Sade? You still want him to get back with Mimi. You don't like that girl. All I'm saying, I want what Mimi wants. And Mimi wants AYO at the moment. That's what she wants.
Mimi don't know what she wants. She don't know what's good for her.
Oh my god. Okay, just quickly. So after Sun, Maya looked amazing, by the way. She was wearing like a white PVC corset and a skirt, very like pencil skirt type length kind of thing. Very, very nice. Very amazing outfit. They had Molly and Tom on there. They were a bit dry. They were rooting for Mimi and AYO originally, but now they're rooting for Nicole and Kieran. Sam was there. Obviously, he's left the villa. Doesn't look like he's going back at all. He said that he fancied Nicole and he also fancied Mimi. He said that.
I always felt that he could be a black girl lover guy. He had that vibe about him. What a shame.
Yeah, so there's that. But he seemed to take him exiting early very, very well. And he seems like a very chilled type of person, actually. Nicole's mum and her best friend were there and they support Kieran. They're happy for Nicole and everything like that. And Amy, Chris, and India were on the panel as well. India looked fire. She really did. I can't even remember what she's wearing, like multicolored dress, like a high pony. I love a high pony. I actually have a high pony tutorial at the moment, so look at my channel. Thank you. And yeah, they didn't really add too much, I would say. And then they showed a sneak peek of today's episode where Ronnie actually kisses Harriet in the challenge.
Oh, in the challenge again, though.
Yeah, okay. But I think that's gonna spark some stuff, Yeah,
I want him to kiss Harriet outside of a challenge, so that Jess can really get the clarification that Ronnie is moving elsewhere. He's
not on her.
Yeah.
Do you think he's on it? Nah. He wants both of them. But...
yeah, he does want both of them. And if a bombshell comes in, I think they're not quite all of his type yet.
Right. I think they all like blondes, like full bleach blondes, not just highlights.
They want a Molly. Mollies.
Yeah.
But a blonde Molly, I think, is what he's after.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the episode on everything. Where should we go? Is the thingy out or no? Is it definitely late? It's not happening, is it?
Come up for me. Actually, have an alert on it now, and it's not saying that first look is out.
Why do they do this? It's so annoying. Okay, the press release is here. Do you want me to send it to you so you can read it?
Oh, I should get my thing from tomorrow, so.
Okay, cool.
Start this one. I'll do tomorrow's one.
Right, so press release.
Oh, hang on.
Today. Oh, you got it?
No, I was thinking, I'm just seeing on red. No, it's the press release. Somebody shortened it.
Okay, cool.
They dubbed it at the first look.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's always looking a bit earlier.
So
Oh, wow.
annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ronnie takes Harriet to the hideaway retreat. Oh, wow. Okay, so having made it clear he's keen to keep his options open, kissing both Jess and Harriet during the evening games of dares, Ronnie pulls Harriet for a chat in the hideaway retreat. Elsewhere, Jessie is looking on and says to Patsy he's taken her to the hideaway. As they catch up one-on-one to reflect on the results of the challenge, Ronnie says, the challenge was a bit mad, isn't it? I thought I'll just take you out and see what's what. Harriet says, I feel like it's progressed in the right direction, but obviously you're still in a couple with Jess. Unbeknownst to her exactly what's happened in the hideaway retreat, Jess speculates with Patsy, I'll tell you what though, if he does kiss her. As Ronnie and Harriet continue their conversation, he explained, obviously I'm coupled up with Jess, but she knows that I want to get to know you and you want to get to know me and you fancy me a little bit. Harriet assures Ronnie, you know I fancy you. I fancied you since the beginning. Having shared a snog during the challenge, will Ronnie and Harriet kiss again in the hideaway retreat? Or will he refrain as Jess awaits them both back in the garden? Okay. Samantha wants reassurance from Joey. Oh, God. She's a bunny boiler, man. As the night falls over the villa, Samantha wants to gain clarity on her connection with Joey. Samantha says, I'm not being funny or nothing, but you are Joey Essex, so I know what the girls are like. Do you know what I mean? We're going to go, oh, Joey Essex is in there. They're going to be like, right, let's get on Joey Essex. Okay. Unsure what to make of Samantha's observation, Joey looks bemused as Samantha quick backs. They are, Joe. I'm not being stupid. Okay, this is not making sense to me. Joey tells Samantha, if someone is with me for that reason because I'm Joey Essex, oh, I get what she's saying. That's not for me. I promise you, that's not for me. Samantha asks, well, what do you think about me? Do you think I'm like that? Does Joey doubt Samantha's intention? Let's hope so.
I hope so.
The villa receives the text.
He's a Towie fan. Like, surely you'd, okay, that's a huge red flag. I'm off.
You're quoting Towie. It's not just being a foot, like that would be so friggin' annoying. As the evening continues, the villa is rocked by a arrival of a text. The message reads, can all islanders gather around the fire pit immediately? What will the rest of the evening have in store for the villa as they await their fate around the fire pit?
Oh,
that's it.
That feels a bit quick. Or either maybe it's not going to be a whole round recoupling, but maybe two new people are going to come in and still maybe that will take place. But that still feels very fast for me, though.
Yeah, it does. And like, has anyone done a count of how many beds? Is there still a spare bed in the main room? Because now Mimi and Omar are both in the doghouse. Like, they're sleeping on single beds. So I thought there would be a spare bed, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think there is.
Yeah?
Because when, what's her name, came in, Uma, she was sleeping in the room with them.
Yeah, in her own bed. And now she's in Ayo's bed, right?
Yes, so there should be another bed in there. So maybe, yes, we're going to get two people coming in. They're going to steal. And I hope the guy comes in and steals Uma.
Steals Uma? Yeah.
So that Ayo is just left there, standing there.
You think Mimi's not going to run to his side?
No, I don't want it to happen too soon. Right. You're right, that will happen. Silly girl.
Sorry. Also, sorry, someone said that Ayo likes Nicole, and also that was kind of like that might be both way. The ting
he did say that at one stage. He kind of
but her mum did say that if it wasn't Kieran or Sam, that it would be, oh no, did she say Sam? I can't remember, but it would be Ayo. Ayo's her type as well for Nicole.
Oh, okay. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Oh, interesting. Didn't see that from her actually, but okay.
Like at all, unless it's not showing us stuff. Do you know what I mean?
All right, let's see how that develops in some way. Bookie says, I'm kind of impressed with this season so far, ladies. I am as well. There's a lot. They've given us drama from the beginning, and you know, what else could we ask for?
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, I want it better for the girls. I mean,
Yeah.
I do. I want it better for Mimi. I want it better for Uma. I want Mimi and Uma to be friends. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I really want.
I did, but then there's something about Uma I just don't think I like.
No, I think she's all right. It's just that the situation, how she's been brought in, it's stacked against her. You can't like the parameters of it makes you not like her. Do you know what I mean? Like
I don't
it's
trust
difficult.
her. She's triggering something in me. I don't trust her. I think that's what it is. So I want to support her. I think she actually calls herself mixed race herself, so I'll call her mixed race. I want to support her, but there is something I don't trust about her, and so I can't support her properly. And maybe it is just the centering of Samantha's feelings, so she centers white people. It's probably that.
Wait, that's a big claim on
I
what?
know it is. It is.
I don't think it's side. Samantha's the psychopath. We've already seen her. Like, do you know what I mean? Imagine living with her. We've seen like only a couple hours. Like you would see how much havoc, how much of a shit stirrer, how possessive. Like it's not like she doesn't talk about how she would hate someone if they moved to Joey. She talks about it. She's not getting the same kind of energy. You have to go with what's best for you. Do you know what I mean?
There is that. A bookie says Maya and India said after Sunday, don't think Mimi and Uma will be friends, and it's okay.
I want them to.
Somebody on Twitter said that Uma moved like a white girl.
But okay, like, what's the difference between her and Ella? I mean, Ella was the starting lineup.
Yes. That's the
circumstance.
No, but Ella. No, Ella.
She was
Ella
moving for herself. She was,
but it was like, all right. So Ella was selfish first, but then I think, let's say on a pecking order, then it was like the black girls. Whereas Uma is running with selfish, cool, but then the white girls' feelings. And that's what I don't like, and that's what I don't trust.
I don't know. I feel like, guys, we need to give her more time. I honestly do. Like I'm appealing.
It's just a public
to the kindness of your heart. Give her a little bit more time. Like we don't know. She's come in such an awkward situation. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's awkward. It's awkward, and she's been the first female bombshell, right? And she's gone for it.
She definitely bombed. You know what else is so okay? So the levels of the untrustworthiness. I don't believe Uma likes AYO. So
she probably doesn't.
That's the other layer to it. It's like, so not only did you step on the black girl's toes for the guy that she actually genuinely likes. I don't believe that you even like this guy, even if he was licking your boots. And I understand why you picked him, because he was the safe one. It's that melee of, it weren't just two black girls going after the black guy that they liked. It was, you don't really like him, but you picked him because you're scared of Samantha.
And you think she really likes Joey like that? Because the thing is, okay, Joey, you know, he's a good looking guy and stuff. He's a bit short for her as well. Do you know what I mean? Plus, then you got the Samantha bunny boiler in the background, just steaming every minute. Do you know what I mean? Like, and also Joey's dim. Like, so it's a lot to say yes to that. It's a lot.
I think she does. If Joey was giving her more play, I think she would go for Joey over AYO every time.
Yeah, but
AYO was the one grafting.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe that she actually likes him. So I
don't think she likes anyone in that villa, to be honest.
Yeah, so you may as well get Monveer then.
Oh no, Monveer. His head would just explode of happiness.
Any which way to avoid hurting a black woman should have been a part of her agenda.
God. God. I hear what you're saying, and if we lived in a different world, but this is Love Island, so it's ruthless. It's the producers, it's not Uma. I feel like it's the producers, they're pitting it this way.
I think they're saying first look, Jordan, are you saying that first look is out?
Ooh, let me check. God, I gotta go. What am I doing? No, I can't see.
His neck is actually free. Okay, yes, sorry. All right,
yeah.
guys.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. That was a very thingy conversation. We might need to allow more time for Mondays.
Yeah,
I need to think of my schedule. Yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. sharp. Tomorrow it will be. It absolutely will be 1 p.m. sharp tomorrow, and we're gonna have a very tight episode. For those that haven't done so already, make sure you book that like button immediately. It helps us so friggin' much. Please, like, we need to beat this algorithm. We're trying to get more people like yourselves, obviously not the trolls, into our family and stuff. So please make sure you do that. Obviously, leave a comment, especially Repaid Gang. Leave a comment and share with like-minded people too. Okay, we are back. And if you haven't watched the show already, watch our main show as well. It's really good. We've got Fred Santana from 90s Babies on there. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.
Bye.